Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Judith Plains, Montana. We have an early start today. We are on our way to, let me break up because this ice cream truck, he's all right. I know the school bus is coming to join the fun. Alright guys, let's get off the road this morning. It seems like everybody's probably a little antsy this morning. So let's get over here. Let's sell these eggs. And this would be the first set of eggs that we are selling from our farm. Alright guys, $9,000 basically for the first sale of eggs. Alright, not too bad. Let's continue to get our chicken stock up. We have just over like 370 chickens on the farm. We want to get to 1,500 initially, and we'd like to double that number as well. So we'll continue to work towards that and continue to expand our farming operations here in Judith Plains. So let's get back to the farm and see how far this work has gotten with cultivating our field. Alright guys, back here, our work is making good progress. So we're going to leave them here because I think our field on field number 2 is ready to harvest. Let's check it out. Actually, field number 3. Yep, ready to harvest. All right, so that's good. So let's go over there and get that harvested. Yeah, the only vehicle I didn't get to clean was our truck, but that's fine. So we're going to get over there, guys. We are going to get the harvester over there. We'll just take the truck and not the trailer. And we will get everything harvested here, guys. So I will see you guys after the harvest, all right? Alright, we're back at the farm, and we're going to put the rest of this barley in. Now we have 4 fields that we can plant crops in, and we have our 2 largest fields prepped and readied. So while that's unloading, let's take a look. Let's take a look at our calendar. So we have barley, we have wheat, we have canola. So I think what I'm going to do for this episode is plant wheat, as I had mentioned in the previous episode. We'll plant wheat in field 41. We're going to plant barley here in field 16. And then we'll figure out what to do with field 26 and field number 3. All right, let's see right now how much barley we have. We have 42,000 liters of barley. We're going to park this over here because I am thinking about completing a contract. So let's just bring this around here, get it out of the way. Have a full pallet of wool, and I think we're going to have to get some seed. Let's check the seeder. Okay, we have 2,500 liters of seed. I think I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get some seed delivered. Once it's delivered, we're going to jump straight into planting those 2 fields there. So let's make a call, get the seed on the farm, and then we can get into some planting. Alright guys, why didn't you remind me that I put a buying station on the farm so we can get our seed right there at that buying station, I believe. So let's try that out. We're gonna have to complete some maintenance on our tractor here, guys. We're going to draw that off. We're going to fill up on diesel. I think we're good for maintenance, so let's go ahead and get some seed. Alright, that should be enough, I think. And let's plant the larger of the two fields first. And then we want to figure out what to do here. I think in this field I may plant some grass and get some silage to get some additional money, or I may just plant some canola here as well, guys. So let's just get this wheat planted and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, finishing up the seeding of the wheat field here, and we're gonna have to complete some maintenance on our seeder. So let us get that done, and then we will get into the other field and plant that with barley. Alright, maintenance is done, and let's get the barley into the field, guys. Alright guys, that's the second field there planted. So I'm going to take a break and figure out what to do for the rest of this month. I am thinking I may just do a contract and think about what to do on our farm. Let's go and check on the soybean field. Let's stop at the alfalfa next month, and we can go ahead and get that cut and build. So our beads are looking good. And they have about 3 more months to go. Alright, so let's think about it. I think I'm gonna take a break and do a contract to figure out what I will do for the remainder of this month on the farm. I will do that contract off camera. I saw there were a couple harvesting contracts on the farm now. So let's take a look at these and see. That's potatoes. This is field 31. All right, I think I'm going to do this contract here on field 73. It's a large contract. It's going to pay well at $40,000, which should be great for the bank account. But it will also give me some time to think and figure out what is it that we're going to be doing for the rest of the time here, guys. So let me just accept this contract. And I will get that done. And we will chat after I've completed that contract, guys. I'll see you more than likely. It will be the 2nd day of September. And then we'll figure out what is it that we're doing. Maybe call the episode there, but let me go and think about it, figure out what to do for the remainder of this month, what to do with our other 2 fields that need to be planted. Maybe we plant some canola, maybe we just plant some grass and plant the canola next spring. All right, so I'll see you once I've completed that contract, guys. All right, guys, back on the farm here. Just gonna park this up right here for the time being. Let's jump in our truck here as well. So I saved some of the barley from that harvest so that I can top up our chickens, our chicken coop. So let's go over there. All right, so that should take about 12,000. So we'll just divide the remainder between the other 2 pens as well. I think it's around here, is it? Yeah, there it is. All right, we have some issues with this trigger, so let's reverse in this way and see if that makes a difference. Nope. All right, that's fine. Let's see if we could dump it in here then. Here we are. Probably ground deformations probably messed up the trigger. So it's glad that we fixed that. Alright, so our plan for the remainder of this month. Alright, there's our starting again with this pen. So the plan for the remainder of the month here, guys. Off camera, we already have a worker rolling the fields. I think we're gonna get this field cultivated and planted with grass. And yeah, I think that'll be the last thing that I will do for today. Yeah, we're gonna get some fertilizer in the fields. We're gonna get this field over here, flip to grass, and that'll be the last thing for this month that we will do on camera, guys. And then I'll bring you back in October, probably the second day of October, when we'll finish the alfalfa fields. If there's anything that happens in between that time, yeah, I'll bring you back in as well. Actually, one thing we can do before we go into some work here is actually visit this flour mill. Okay, so we have some flour here already produced. All right, that's what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we've got 10 pallets of flour. And the best month for flour is January. So yeah, we'll keep we still have 80,000 liters. So these 10 pallets came from what? About just under 20. If my math is correct. Therefore, we should get about 40 pallets of flour, thereabouts. My math could be off, but that's just quick math in the head there. So let's head back to the farm. And what I'll do now, as I said, we're going to get the fields fertilized. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead, flip this one here quickly. We're going to get this cultivated. We're going to get this planted to grass. And we could always fertilize these fields next month. All right, guys, just going to get that done. And I will see you at the end of it. I'm going to do this work myself. So we're going to record this. And that should be the last thing we do for this month, guys. Alright guys, that's it. We planted the grass field here now, and actually everything is good. pH is relatively good. We have some nitrogen. Well, we probably need to address some spots, so yeah, we'll come in and address some spots there with the nitrogen and the lime. And the work over here continues to roll this field. Should be in the last 2 passes now, it looks like. We're gonna have to fertilize this field as well, but I think that's it guys. We're gonna call it here for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. I may do some work off camera in October, getting the alfalfa cut into hay, as well as taking care of fertilizing and liming our fields, and probably do some contracts. If anything interesting happens, I'll bring you in. If not guys, I think I will see you again in November, where we may jump through some months to get to January, sell some bales, and look to see what we can do. We do have our I have to remember this. We do have our field here of soybeans, but this is supposed to be 3 months away. Yeah, so maybe November you'll see me again and we could be harvesting soybeans. But I'll do some work off camera. You'll see me already cut and bale alfalfa. Don't want to bore you. And I will just continue to maintain our chickens and see if we can increase our chicken stock. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed the series. Drop me a comment, let me know how you're enjoying it, if there's anything you want to see, and I'll bring you back in probably in November guys, once we get some other work done here. Don't think there's anything much to do, but yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I will see you in the next one.